Welcome to my YouTube channel. Lidl has already sold a version of this Workshop vacuum cleaner, and with the first version I was very close to getting one. I have a good Workshop vacuum cleaner, a Nilfisk IVB3. I think it's a Class M vacuum cleaner. And now I saw in the brochure this morning, now they have the new vacuum cleaner, and it's even a Class H. This means that you can also suck in dangerous dusts, such as asbestos, etc., to a small extent. So that doesn't mean using it as an asbestos vacuum cleaner, but such dusts can be sucked in and it filters them out. It is also expressly described in the manual that it is not suitable for sucking in asbestos, but there are special vacuum cleaners for it, but it is able to pick up such dusts, dangerous dusts. And then I thought, not bad. And as I then saw that you can now also control it via a remote control with battery devices. That's always been my problem until now, because my Nilfisk also has a socket where you can easily connect devices. And when you turn it on, the vacuum cleaner turns on, then it turns off again. Everything is great, but a battery device just doesn't work. Now I had managed to do with such a special socket all the time, but that's a huge mess every time and pulling it back and forth. And now they have integrated a remote control into the vacuum cleaner, a small one like that. I'll show you later. It's on the front of the hose, and then you can turn it on and off as you like. Whatever you can do via the app, we'll take a look at it again. So I got it today. I was lucky. I think that was the first 2.3. That was the fourth Lidl. Exactly, I got one. That was the last one. And a branch manager told me that in some cases, they only received one delivered, which means it was really lucky that you got one. I would unpack it now. I'll show you the accessories, etc., put it into operation, let it run, etc. I don't do a suction test. I think everyone knows what it's like when a vacuum cleaner is running, how it vacuums, and then we'll take a look at the device together. I'll unpack it together with you. And then let's look at all the parts in turn. That's how we get this out of here. Okay, that's important. The sticker, he has to put it on it. And it's a great hair device. You have to stick it on the side. It says in the instructions, so there's the good piece. You have to see if you can get it out as a whole. So transport things away. So then I put it on the floor, lift it out, but it's already a decent weight. Luckily, it's pre-assembled. Let's see. There's another box in there. Let's see that there's really nothing in it. Just put away that stuff like that. There's the good piece. So at first glance, cable looks good. A rubber cable is nice and solid. Take it out. Then we have a fabric hose in it. It also makes a very good impression. So let's go to the side. Let's take a look at everything again. And then let's take a look at your machine. I'll open the unlock here. Then you should actually be able to remove the head. Then the rest of the accessories are in here. So there's a vacuum cleaner bag, huge things. Then we have it here. A nozzle with which you can also vacuum floor, wet and carpeted. Then we have the pipes here that look like stainless steel. Then we put everything together. Then we have a handle here, which will probably be screwed somewhere. We'll do it right away. Then we have a film here, which you need when you practically remove dust from the system. It even has a connection here so that nothing can escape, which is important with such dangerous dusts. Then we have a reduction here And then we practically have the connection piece here. So we'll see if it fits the Bosch and the Nilfisk to see if it's compatible. Let's put the accessories on the side like this. I'll show you. Then we have another box here. That's probably the remote control in there. Ah, yes, if you see the remote control here, then the rubber band is in it. And then I'm curious whether the battery is in it or not, or whether you still need it separately. So that's it. You can take a look, and they are rubberized. The rollers here, they are hard plastic. They are rubberized. This is rubber. This is the opening to then close the vacuum cleaner hose here. I see that the thing is quite mobile. That's why it always falls right off the table down. So it makes a pretty good impression. Whatever you can make, it has parking brakes, then it's fixed. Then nothing should actually slip anymore. So you have to stand firm if you want to lock it. So I'll take it away again. And then let's take a look at the head, what it looks like with the controls. So first, from the side of the motor unit, there is a filter in there. Then it has the button here. You can clean it here. If you don't immerse anything as much anymore, of course it doesn't have a knock function like Nilfisk, but I think you can somehow get over that at the price. So, okay, you can apparently, these are system parts here. There will definitely be an addition at some point for chips, etc., or a workshop box that you can make on it. Then we also have a filter here. There's just foam in it. So let's first look at where this handle belongs. And then back there, we can already see that. See the holes for it here? That means the part is probably for accessories. It's then screwed up at the back. So you can then rotate it like this. That's fixed on one side, okay. Then I have to take a look at what I need. That's a cross recess. Then we'll do that. Turn it, and then we'll put it into operation. And now, let's examine the control panel in detail. As we view it from the front, you'll notice a socket here, which allows for the connection of a drill or any compatible device. By switching it to automatic and powering on the drill, the automatic vacuum cleaner will activate. You also have the option for complete shutdown, with an easy on-off switch located here. Don't open it here or it will beep. And here's my chance. Let's make it out. Here I have the opportunity to quickly set between maximum and minimum suction power. The beeping has now started because the lid was like that at the bottom. And that's what you need when you use the knock function here. The manual for cleaning the filter, and that's why it beeped. Then we have a USB connection here, even a USB-C. Then we have a switch here, and with it we can turn on the Bluetooth. When we press it, I just have to look. I have to set it to automatic here so that Bluetooth works. Press it here, and if I press it longer, then it starts flickering, and then you can practically pair this vacuum cleaner and put it into operation using this app. Well, let's turn it off again. Afterwards, Bluetooth will need to be turned off once more. So, in the meantime, I've put this sticker on it, so you should put that on it. A protective sticker, so that dangerous dust can be sucked in with the device. That doesn't mean that someone in the house opens the part and beforehand someone has somehow sucked in things that are dangerous to health. The warning. Well, what I particularly like, I particularly like how portable it is. It's practical with the wheels that it doesn't fall over so quickly. This compartment at the top, where I have the opportunity to practically put the vacuum cleaner hose in it, and the price, of course, and that it's a hair appliance. The workmanship actually makes a good impression, so it's quite stable and swings well, so I think it will last a long time. So it makes a very good impression. Design is also good. What I don't like is, but that's complaining at a high level. That's this cable grommet here. We could really have made a long one that's really round and not such a short thing where it says so about it. I don't like it at all. It's not made that great. Then let's take a look at the accessories. You have these vacuum cleaners and here, and gives me the opportunity that you still brush like this. I'll have to take a look at that. You can probably practically insert them here at the front, but wet lips are practical if you want to wipe up moisture. I still have to see how that works. They're probably just clipped in like that. Ah, yes, they're plastic noses, and then we look at them behind, then you can pull them out like that. Then they are quite good. I think the vacuum cleaner pipe is really good. That's where we are. Stainless steel makes a good impression, good workmanship. And in the next step, we look at the remote control. Well, before that, the hose is a little stiff now, but it's quite cold here. I hope it becomes a little more flexible. I would have imagined and wanted it to be much softer, but maybe it will. That it becomes really nice and soft. So in the next step, I'll put this on. Let's take a look at the remote control. So before we examine the remote control, I entirely forgot about it. Let's redo it. Observe how the bag is fitted. A standard bag of that size is massive. I'll lower the motor head, place it on the side, and now the vacuum cleaner bag comes in, and you have it here. Ah, now I have it. You must adjust the camera here properly. Take a look. It is highly likely you can handle it here, and it is practically pulled in so that nothing escapes. So then we position it on top and push it like this. Is he entering here like this? So then we reattach the motor unit. Is it clean? Does it fit well? It looks perfect. Then I'll do my best and we'll examine the remote control in the next step. Normally, there should be a battery in it. I'm going to check this now, and I'll open this here like this. Then let's take a look. Ah, a battery is very good in it. Then let's close it again. Let's take it back. Now let's see if it works with the vacuum cleaner. I'll switch it to automatic. And now I actually have to, when I press, it should flicker. I have to see if you have to stay on it longer. Probably, but it takes R, so you have to stay on it longer. I'll do it again. Go there. So it also has the advantage that you can't turn it on by accident. I don't think that's that bad at all. Then there's a rubber band. We can do it like this here, like this, and then you can attach it directly to the hose or put it in your pocket or whatever you want to do it like that. In the next step, I'll show you the suction power, and I have a bit of dirt on the floor here, and then we'll see how well the vacuum cleaner vacuums. And here I have the carpet and the surroundings. I'll do a little bit, maybe a little more zoom so that you can see it. And now again, that's pretty stuck here in the workshop, how well it works. Therefore, I will make sure that you are able to see it. So I think you've seen that it works really well. You can vacuum the floor properly. The stains that are still there, show it here. It's firmly dried paint, etc. Of course, you can't get that out with it. So I really have to say, I'm pleasantly surprised by the suction power. So, folks, my conclusion. I've now put it into operation, vacuumed the whole garage. It was good. It did well. One more topic about the connection, namely, there was such an adapter. It can adapt any device, such a cheap plastic thing. I now have the original Bosch here, and I also have, if one or the other of you don't want to work with adapters, I have a standard hose here. I ordered it from Amazon at some point, and you can turn adapters on it with the left and right threads. And then you can use adapters from Bosch or Makita, for example, etc. I have a whole collection here. I'll show it time. I now have a vacuum cleaner collection of all the adapters there are for everything and could adapt it as desired. Then it fits directly and, for example, in the Bosch milling machine, etc. And this connection here, I'll show it here. It also fits right here. So if you don't want to use the original hose, you can use a simple hose like this, also works. Of course, you also have the option of changing the diameter a little so that you can achieve a different sewing performance. But I would do that in another video character. I'll take it out now. And now we'll go into the house and then let's take a look at the app functionality, because there's simply no Wi-Fi reception here. I just can't test that here. It keeps cutting off. So see you soon. I'm in the house now, and I tried pairing again. You don't have to report it like the app. Turning off the 5GHZ, because I turned both on in the house, it worked immediately. I'm now starting the PARKSIDE app, and you can see it's there right away. I'm going back to the overview. Of course, my other PARKSIDE devices aren't because they're too far away now, but I'll take the Workshop vacuum cleaner and I'll turn it on and off. It works. I can adjust the suction power here via the app, just like on the device. I'll turn it on again so you can clearly see that there's an increase in it, that it's working. Then I can make a shutdown delay here, how long it should run. I'll leave it at 5 seconds. Then I'll have automatic here. I can choose to turn it on and off here. Dass ich hier umschalte, sowas kann ich noch. The airflow is too low, which means that it brings an alarm when I turn it on and off. And what I have also seen is that it has a float in it that indicates when it is now sucking up water, when it is full, and when you have to learn it again. You can turn it on here. Then we had technical information here. I'll continue with that in a moment. Then we have the complete manual as PDF here. I think that's quite good in the app. And then you can give feedback up there. You can rename it if you want. I'll cancel whether it's now. I'll just call it sucker finished. So cancel it stayed in. Cancel, that's why you can't see it properly with a white background. Yes, and then I have the opportunity to turn it on again. At the top, you can see the suction bar like this, so it works too. It just didn't work out in the garage because I was simply too far away from the Wi-Fi, because I've already noticed that if you close the door or gate, then the reception is gone, and that's the problem. Yes, my feedback overall, I am very satisfied with the device. I'll test the part in the near future. Let's see how everything works and start vacuuming the house with it when you give a review. Of course, I have to get another nozzle at the front of the house because it only comes with this flat nozzle. But I've already seen all the accessories I have from Nilfisk and Bosch. Everything fits on it, so it's not an issue.
So I think for $200 for an H-class vacuum cleaner, you really can't go wrong. Think about how beautifully it drives back and forth, what features it has with Bluetooth. Then with this socket, okay, most workshop vacuums have that, and it makes such a valuable impression. I'm very satisfied with it. In this sense, I wish you a nice evening. I would be happy if you were with me again next time. Have a good time until then, and ciao.